Hello everybody, it is Mr. Grumpy Grumps and I am back playing Sakura Swim Club. Now, my baby is sleeping in my bed, not too far away from me, so I'm going to be a little quieter than usual, but luckily I can still talk at a decent pace. Not pace, but tone, because this mic is absolutely fantastic. Now, the last we left off on this series, Cade had made a deal with his father where if he won the tournament for the swim club, he would be allowed to stay. Now, I imagine there's going to be a lot of narrating, so my voice is probably going to be exhausted by the end of this one. But this could be the final episode. I'm getting a very final episode feel, and I know I got that in the last episode, but I wasn't expecting all of that sexiness. Okay, moving on. The full reality of it hasn't really come to me yet. I'm really going to be competing in a swimming tournament. A tournament which is probably going to define my future for me. Maiko and Hiromi have high hopes for me, but I'm still not sure about it myself. Can I really compete with people who have been training their whole lives? I only just got in the pool a little while ago. Even with those who training me, I still don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it off, not put it off. The gauntlet has been thrown down with my father. With those bad grades, this is my last chance to prove to him that I can really accomplish something here. There will be no failing this tournament. If I come first, then there's no way that he would make me transfer anyway. Despite all that, though, I want something to prove to myself that I'm not really a loser. Even with bad grades, even if you weren't good at swimming, you have two of the hottest girls in school vying for your dick. Loser is not something you should define yourself, man. This is my chance. This is my opportunity to show that I can do something for myself. Once I can finally find satisfaction in what I do, then I will be able to finally find my way. But this shouldn't be just about me. I shouldn't just do it for myself. I should do it for those two as well. It would be selfish of me not to try my best for them, especially after they've tried their best for me. I just can't get over these feelings of anxiety I have. With this competition looming down on me, I feel like I've locked up. I can't break out of this mental block I have. I'm scared, more scared than I've ever been in my life. And that fear is strangling me right now. Take a deep breath, man. Just in and out. I take a deep breath before I step in. Sure enough, they're both here.
遅いわよ。大会までにトレーニングが山ほどあるんだから。
Indeed you do.
そうよ、楓。本気で猛練習しなきゃいけないのよ。
Yes, you do. You need to get... Oh my God, Hirumi. You stop crossing your arms and making your boobs so distracting.
出場するどの選手もみんな完璧に調整してくるはずよ。
We'll be fighting fit. Okay.
もし私たちが勝ちたいなら、考えられる限り最大の努力をしなきゃ。
Nico looks really fired up about this.
さあいらっしゃい。早く泳ぎましょう。ミエコの言う通りね。今すぐ始めましょう。本気でやらなきゃダメよ、楓。
Of course I'm going to take it seriously.
あなたが本気で何かをしているところって見たことがないわ。
She's got a point, man.
でも信じてるわよ。
I do mean it. I really do.
じゃあもっとわかりやすく言いなさいよね。
I mean it. I will work myself to the bone. We are going to all do our best for this tournament. Whew. Sorry, man, I had to make you sound like a retard. I paused for a moment. Actually, that's not a very nice thing to say. That's actually not a nice thing to say. I apologize for saying that. That is not a nice thing to say. Made you sound ridiculous. That is better. It's very rare that I ever shout about anything. But this time, it just sort of came out of me. See, I would have shouted for you, but again, sleeping baby, everybody. So instead, you sounded like an old British guy fired up on one too many Viagras. Maiko is smiling at me.
あんたにもガッツがあるって分かってたわよ。
He's got some fire in his belly.
隠してるよりも 爆発させた方がずっといいわよ。気分がいいでしょ？
I do, actually. I can feel the flames.
だったらこのプールから世界中に向けて叫んでやりなさい。ほら、あんたが転校するなんて絶対ダメなんだから。お父さんにあんたができるやつだって知らしめてやりなさい。まったくその通りね。あなたは私たち二人を救ってくれたわ。楓、そんなあなたに同じようにしてあげないなんて。
Aw, you all care for each other. We're gonna have to train harder than ever before, but I'm no longer wavering. Their determination has rubbed off on me. We're going to do this no matter what.
さあ、準備はいい？楓。
Absolutely.
さっさと準備しなさいよね。
Both of them look at me expectantly from the other side of the pool. You're on the same side. This is not a good expectation of what I'm supposed to see.
今まで得たものをちょっとでも手を抜いたら後悔させてやるからね。
I don't doubt it for a minute. And neither do I. They will suffocate you with those glorious thighs of theirs. That would be one hell of a way to go.
だったら何を待つ必要があるの？飛び込みなさい！
I need no further approval for them. As I dive into the pool, it all comes naturally to me. It's as if I'm flying rather than swimming. No longer held back by my fear, I feel as if I can drift through the blue waters effortlessly. I won't leave this place. I won't leave behind Hiromi and Maiko. Both of them. I just hope that things will work out okay. No, I can't hope. I will make sure that things work out okay. That's the spirit, my man. This is my moment in the sun. Well, really, you're underwater inside a pool house, but yeah, no, I get it. And I will not be held back by anything. This time, no matter how many laps they send me on, I don't tire.
あんたのスタミナ、人間じゃないわ。一体どうやったの？
I don't know. I guess I'm just determined. Hiromi just shakes her head.
あなたが入部してきた時、面白いことになるんじゃないかって思ったわ。けれど、この短期間でそんなレベルはとっくに超えてしまったわね。ここまで来て、やっぱりやめたなんてなしよ。いいわね。
Believe me, I have no intention of backing down.
当たり前よ。
That's right. Stay fired. You are not allowed to leave till you have laid in bed with these two gorgeous hotties.
試合であんたがプールに入るときは大声で応援してあげるわ。だからあんたが実力を出せないようなことがあったら絶対許さないわよ。
She really does mean it. Dude, yeah. She's the one that would beat the shit out of you. So take everything she says literally. I don't think I've seen her puff up her cheeks like this before. Oh, you will later when she's got her mouth full of your... Something inside me can't help but feel moved by her spirit. Even though she's so angry, there's something undeniably sweet about her. Believe me, Maiko, I wouldn't dream of it. Or why did I just stand there, looking back at the pool? Who would have known that my future would have been determined by a hole in the ground with some water in it? Michael Phelps probably would have felt that way. Listen, I just want to say thank you to you both. And honestly isn't something that I have said very often in my life. But please know that I truly am grateful. Thank you. Both of you. You've changed my life.
友達なら支え合うのが当たり前のことでしょ。そうよ。楓、あんたが自分で言ったことじゃない。私、それって本当にそうだと思うわ。
Honestly, why do they keep driving Hiromi's like really happy face to look constipated?
ええ。でも、
She's either smug,
それを練習に持ち込むのはダメよ。
disapproving, or constipated.
泳いでいるときは集中力を失わないことの方が大切なのよ。さあ、もう一回練習しましょう。あと2往復よ、楓。
Mecha sound like a drill sergeant at the moment. Eagerly dive back in, racing my way through another lap. I think we'll be ready. No, I don't think. I'm sure we'll be ready. I don't think I've ever been this tired before. All I'm going to do right now is go home and get some rest. I'm about to walk out, but I see Hiromi and Michael still standing there in their swimsuits. The atmosphere feels odd. I think I'll hang back and see what's happening. Their voices carry through the empty building.
聞いて。もしこのまま2人同時に楓と付き合っていくとして、もしそのもっと親密な関係になったら
This is one of the moments where I need a webcam.
どうするの？ええ、いずれはそうなるでしょうね。
Oh boy. Oh boy.
私もそのことはずっと考えていたわ。でもそうなったら私たち2人で。私は構わないけれどね。あなただからよ、ミエコ。
Oh, okay, that's sweet.
何言ってんのよ。
Hold on, itchy ear.
あんた、つまり私たちすでに十分親しい間柄だもの。もう一歩ぐらい先に進んでも別にいいんじゃない？
Damn, Hiromi's such an adult about this.
それっておかしくないの？あんたはそういうことになっても大丈夫なの？うん、私たちは2人とも彼と過ごしたわよね。何を言いたいのかわかるわ。
Okay.
わかるし否定もしないわ。
Am I not going to be able to film an episode and air it?
あんたは私の親友よ、ヒロミ。
Like, last episode made me really think I wasn't going to be able to air that, but this one, I don't know.
私にとってもあなたは親友よ、ミエコ。
The two of them draw closer to one another, got their arms around each other. What am I witnessing? Do they both have feel? Oh. They're both.
ちょっと危ない。
Oh shit. What happens? They both slip. Without splash, they fall into the pool. Are those two okay? I immediately dive in after them. The vast blue void before me seems to stretch on forever. I look around, I see two murky shapes before me. Reach out to them, but this isn't what I expected. Oh. Okay. No, this is... Alrighty. Okay. Floating with an almost serene grace, the two of them are intertwined in each other. Pressed against each other, their flesh seems to become a blur. Their lips are locked, their eyes closed. Flowing hair circles all around them. It seems like an otherworldly moment. Frozen in time as they both swirl in the pool's blue depths. Feels as if an eternity is passing in these few moments. You know what? I don't even want them to be with Cade. Like, can this just be a story about them, please? Because I prefer this. I prefer this story. I would prefer it was a story about them unlocking their true feelings for each other. That would have been nice. Their hands are interlocked in a death grip. Both of them. They look so happy. In this moment, they are the only ones in this watery world. I'm just an outsider observer. The difference between them and I, it would be comparable to a galaxy. Feels like I'm watching this from far, far away. I wonder how long these feelings were there, yet somehow I've been caught in the middle of this. So, we all love each other. That's how it is. Precious moment between two friends. No, it would be wrong to call them just friends now. They have taken a step beyond that. But what would be the right word for this? I'm just at a loss. Was I the one who allowed them to cross that threshold? Maybe you were a man. And honestly, this is such a nicer story. There's no other word for this than love. Despite how shocked I am, I think it's one of the most beautiful moments I've ever... Exactly. I mean, why else do you think they would, be willing to date you at the same time? I mean, it works out. It seems to go on forever. Eventually, they part lips and stare into each other's eyes. Even though neither of them can speak a word, they say to each other everything they need to. So they drift back to the surface, ray of light dancing around them as they ascend. as if two angels are ascending to heaven, rising beyond a cold blue world. For a moment, they both just seem to sit at the pool's edge. They don't say a single word. I think they don't know what I saw. Well, fuck me. Ever since the start of this damn visual novel, I can't read. I think they don't know that I saw everything too.
よかったわ。私はもう一回してもいいわよ。
Oh no, they've noticed me. This is going to be awkward.
あんた、まさか。見て。
Oh man, do I say yes or do I say see what? Let's try to be gentle, see what?
なんでいるのよ。
No retreat to the changing room. Well, they're closer now. Because they might go on denying those feelings a bit longer, though. Don't know why they'd want to deny it to you. Makes it a little easier on the whole dating process. We're finally here. The long-awaited tournament. There's a lot of strong-looking swimmers here. I kind of stand out like a sore thumb among them, but Hiromi and Maiko are here. I feel reassured knowing that they'll be cheering for me when the time comes.
それで、ついにここまで来た感想は？
Nervous. I don't think I've ever felt this worked up in my entire life.
それは、あんたが頑張ってきたからよ。頑張ってきたんだもの。きっとベストを尽くせるわ。そうよ。大きなことを前に不安を覚える気持ちはよくわかるわ。私たちも2年前に大会に出たの。残念ながら私はその不安感に押しつぶされて。でも今回は違うわ。
Yeah, let's hope not. It's not just me who's determined. They still have flames flickering in their eyes. Their passion is burning brightly.
あなたがコースにいるときは私たちの気持ちも一緒にいるんだってこと。私たちにだって負けちゃダメなのよ。その通りよ。もしちゃんとしなかったら一生後悔することになるわよ。だから余計なことは考えちゃダメよ。私たちはここであんたを応援してるし。
I don't doubt that. My dad forced me to move away from here. I know I'll regret it for the rest of my life. The swimming tournament. It's more important to me than ever. Oh, sorry. It's more important than ever that I succeed.
愛してるわ、楓。だから絶対負けちゃダメよ。初級で言ったわね。
Micah's about to start stamping her foot again.
もうなんでそんなしれっと言えちゃうのよ。
How can you not?
何言ってるの、ミエコ。あなただって言いたいんでしょ。
Exactly.
私も愛してる。だから部をやめるなんて許す。
She nearly faints after she says that. Man, you do not do well with your feelings.
言ったわ。
You did it. Good job.
言ってやったわ。
Good job, Maiko. I'm so proud. She looks really pleased with herself after saying that. I love you both too. So I promise that I'll succeed. There's no way that I'm going to fail this swimming tournament. Don't forget about yourselves, though. You both better do your best too, okay?
今日は全力を出せないわけがないわ。今までの中で一番燃えてるわよ。この数年間の練習のすべてを今日という瞬間に全部かける。とにかく女子のレースが先ね。待ちきれないわ。すっごく楽しみ。
Exactly. Maiko can barely contain herself. On the other hand, Hirumi is as calm and collected as ever. Wonder which mindset will be better when they dive into the pool.
応援していてね、楓。
Why wouldn't I be?
わからないわよ。もしかしたらちゃんとしてくれない理由なんかがあるかもしれないじゃない。
You guys are on the same team. I mean, shit, even if I hated a person, if we were on the same team, I cheered for them anyway. Come on, Maiko, now's not the time to get mad at me. You've got to psych yourself up for the competition.
知ってるわよ。見てなさいよね。
She looks like a bottle rocket. That's a good way to put it. Ready to explode at any moment. Both of them couldn't be more ready if they wanted to be, in all honesty. They're bristling with energy.
あら、そろそろ時間だわ。ほんと？まだ 着替えてもないのに。
Well, then go get fucking changed.
本当にそうね。じゃあまた後でね。今はとにかく行かなくちゃ。
They leave without another word. All I could do first now is take a seat in the stands. It's a few minutes before all of the swimmers line up on the stands. All of them look like seasoned veterans. Yuri and Mako take their places too. Can't help but notice that they stand out among their competitors. Everyone else looks nervous, unsure. Those two, though, they're extruding confidence. Somehow I think they're going to be fine. It's coming up to that defining moment now. They're all about to dive in. The shrill cry of a whistle rings through the air. The race begins. All of them make their dive. There are only two people who care about in this race, though. I know that they'll make it. There's no way that they'll lose this. Not to anyone, especially not each other. Once everyone's in the pool, you can clearly see who's faster than who. Those two are neck and neck just as I thought they would be. They do have some competition, though. The other swimmers have undoubtedly been training for this, too. One girl in particular seems to be keeping an even pace with both of them. All these years, I think the whole thing holding them back were their own fears. Now that they can face their fears, this tournament isn't going to be any trouble for them at all. Come on, you two! Do your best! I know that you'll win! I hope they can hear me. Probably not. It's kind of hard to hear anything in water. I like how they did the blur on her hands. And her arm. That is pretty dope. They actually drew her in motion. That's kind of cool. But they do seem to be swimming even faster than they were before. That other girl is quickly left behind. They must be pushing themselves to their absolute limit. As I continue neck and neck, I find myself getting anxious for some reason. I'm anticipating the outcome. Which one of these girls would be the one to win the tournament? The entire race is just Hiromi and Maiko competing with one another. I can only think of the insults they'll be flinging at one another if they were able to. The final lap is rapidly approaching. I think they're getting tired now. They're not as fast as they were when the race started. They're instead opting for a steadier pace. They've still got an unbeatable lead on everyone else, though. It's more of a question of which of the two will be crowned the winner of the tournament. Now comes the defining moment of this race. It's the final stretch. Both of them are speeding towards the end. But one question remains. Which of these two is better? I can feel my heart jumping into my mouth. Who is going to win? I really want to know who's going to win too. I'm kind of getting psyched. I don't know. As I continue to look on, they begin to reach for the end of the pool. This is it. Which one of them will make it? I close my eyes for a moment, waiting for the result. I slowly open them and look down. They both touch the end of the pool at the exact same moment. It's a tie. Oh. They're both equal to one another. That was not the result I was expecting. But dude, whatever you do, do not tell them you weren't expecting anything else but a tie. You'll be in the doghouse with the one that you weren't expecting to win. Both of them have their own unique swimming styles, but in the end, they're equal to each other. I guess that's why they'll always be friends. And rivals. As they pull themselves out of the pool, I can hear them complaining to each other.
同着なんて信じられないわ。
私は負けてないわよ、ヒロミ。
Kumari down to the stands to break up their argument. Neither of you lost to each other. That's what a tie is. You're both as good as each other. They both look away from each other and pout. Not you too, Hiromi. Aren't you supposed to be the mature one?
ちょっと、それって私が子供だっていうこと？
Yes.
最低！
She angrily begins to stamp her foot.
最初は私が負けて、今回はこんな結果で。
Bitch, you didn't lose.
今までで最悪の大会よ。
私だって勝ちたかったわよ。
You both won.
それで賭けはどうするの？
What? Swear to God, I better be able to air this. Bet? What bet? Stop pouting, just look at me sheepishly.
実は賭けをしていたの。
大会で勝った方が
あなたを最初のデートに誘える。
Oh, okay. My first date? That's what this was all about? That's where they're both so angry with one another?
可愛いデートにしようって思ってたのに、計画が台無しよ。
計画が台無しになったのはあなただけじゃないわ
Who has
よ。
ruined plans. I like how no one asked me if I wanted to go out on a date after this. Let me tell you something, Cade. When you are with a woman, it doesn't matter what you want.
あんたなんかより楓のこと幸せにしてあげられるんだからね。待ってなさいヒロミ。すぐに楓は私とだけ一緒にいたいって思うようになるから。
いずれわかることよ。
It occurs to me that I don't have much time left to prepare for my race. We'll talk about this later, you two.
そうね。もうレースの時間だわ。やだ。
あんたの時間無駄にしちゃった。
Both of them begin shoving me towards the starting line.
急いで。勝たなきゃダメよ、楓。
負けるなんてありえないんだからね。
I'm well aware that it's not. Before I know it, it's already lined up. Shoulder to shoulder with countless others. As I stand there, a strange wave of emotions crashing through me. Anxiety, fear, determination. All of my training is going to add up to this one moment. As I look out to the crowd, I see someone sitting there. He wears a black... oh, son of a bitch. Black suit with a distinct crest on it. I knew it. My dad sent one of his assistants in his place. Someone to report back to him. I won't be able to lie about it. The only way out of this is to win. As I stand there, I can feel my insides churning. I've never been this nervous before. This will be a moment that makes or breaks me. I look towards the stands and see those two smiling back at me. If I don't do it, I'm going to be miserable for the rest of my life. If I don't do it, I'll have to leave them behind. That's not an option. I get myself into my starting position. Every muscle in my body is tensed up. I have to relax a little bit. I'm going to waste all of my energy on worrying if I don't relax. I take a few deep breaths, letting that nervousness energy out. I look back at Hiromi, sitting there in the stands with her usual calm look. Deep down, I cannot help but feel her calmness wash over me. Then I look at Maiko. She lives life loud, angry, and with as much energy as she can muster. Ain't that the fucking truth? Her attitude's rubbing off on me. As long as they're there, watching over me, how could I possibly fail? But now is not the time for idly daydreaming. The judge is now taking his place. Here it comes. I prepare myself to leap into the water. I will pour all of myself into these few moments. I'm not a failure, and I'm going to prove it. The whistle blows. The moments where I enter the water seem to go in slow motion. My technique is perfect. As my fingertips touch the water, offers me no resistance at all. Burping. It's almost as if the pool is welcoming me. I cannot help but let a smile form on my face as the water rushes around me. Now this is where the real pain begins. I have so much that I have to focus on. My breathing must be perfect. My technique must be perfect. I begin surging through the water, moving faster than I think I ever have in my life. My competition is strong. Very strong. Even with this pace, I'm barely keeping up with all of them. We'll all have to see who tires out first. It's a desperate competition. Everyone seems to be neck and neck. We'll see how these other guys hold up. Second lap now. I'm still maintaining my pace. I think the best thing to do for now is to take it easy. I can feel the strain in my muscles though. Some of them are surging ahead of me too, I can tell. I need to decide what I'm going to do now. Maintain this pace, or give it everything I've got. They're starting to tire out now, but one of them is still in front of me. A sign comes from the crowd that I need to start giving it all I've got.
もっと早く。あなたならできるわ、楓。
負けるんじゃないわよ。ゴールはもう目の前なんだからね。
With encouragement like that, how could I not? I begin pumping my muscles, no matter how much they scream at me. The guy in front of me begins to slow down. He's gotten a fair lead on everyone by now. He thinks he's won this. But I surge ahead of him, taking him by surprise. As he realizes his mistake, he begins to pick up the pace again. Now it's just a matter of who can make it first. We're on the final lap. The pain in my body is tearing me apart. My breathing is shallow. I'm barely able to catch my breath. We're practically neck and neck. He's tiring too, still pushing himself as hard as he can. But I have a reason to win this. More than ever, I need to win this. For once in my life, I want an accomplishment that I can call my own. And this will be this accomplishment. We're now at a point which I call the heartbreak stretch. It's that last tiny distance you have to cover before you're done. I let out one last burst of energy. This is it. This will be the defining moment. I manage to get a little bit ahead of him. I reach out to the finish. The distance feels so long. It's like there's an entire galaxy between me and the finish. But my hand begins to close the gap. I close my eyes as I reach forward. I feel my fingers brush against cold concrete. Slowly open my eyes. As I look around, I see that I'm the only one at the end. I did it. I did it! I won! I came first place. I hear my competition splashing behind me. He stops shortly after. There's no doubt about it. I've won the swimming tournament. I can hear Hiromi and Maiko cheering for me. Bit by bit, I pull myself out of the water. My heart is racing, my arms ache. My lungs are hurting more than I ever thought they could. But I did it. I don't have to transfer now. I practically plop onto my back trying to get my breath back. The bright blue sky above me seems so nice right now. As I slowly get up, I see Hiromi and Maiko rushing towards me. Both of them embrace me in a group hug.
やったわね、楓。勝ったわ。私がどんなに誇らしいか想像もできないでしょ。本
当にやってくれたなんて信じられないわ。
Shut up, phone.
もしかしたら私が思ってたほどバカじゃないのかもしれないわね。
Just because he can swim doesn't mean he's not stupid. I complain, but I know this is about as nice as Maiko gets. Thanks, both of you. I couldn't have possibly done this without both of you. You're the best teachers I've ever had.
私たちの力じゃないわ。あなたが自分のために頑張った結果よ。私たちはあなたに道を示しただけ。
そうよ。あんたが成し遂げたことなんだから。これはあんたが掴み取った勝利よ。楓。十分に味わいなさい。
They're both right. This is ultimately something which I had to do myself. They showed me the way, but it was me who pushed myself in the end. Still, I'm so grateful that I met both of you. I don't think I've ever been happier than I am now. They both blush as I say that.
私たちがあなたを幸せにした？
Very happy.
そんなこと、ほんとくだらないことなんだから。
I can barely handle being complimented by me. Oh well, this is one of the happiest days of my life. I could say that with no doubt. The bus ride back home felt like it lasted forever. Perhaps is what a conquering king felt like when he marched back into his homelands. Okay, easy there, Tiger. Weary yet exalted. Well, ended up going back to my apartment. I collapsed face first into my lounge. I don't think I've ever been this tired before. All I want to do is sleep and give my aching muscles time to recover. That's not going to happen, though. I hear those two barging their way through the door.
楓、私たちだって泳いだし、あなたのために一生懸命応援したのよ。
だからダラダラしていい時間よね。
Okay, we are all back into an apartment. You guys were just complaining about who's going to take who on a date. And you had that conversation about intimacy before falling into a pool and making out with each other. What is about to happen? Should I stop this now? Should I stop this now? And just say this is the end? Now is exactly the time to be lazy. It is. I don't want to do anything else but bury my face in a pillow.
そういえば、まだアルカディアンバトルステーションで遊んだことなかったわね。
Okay, you're rummaging through that cardboard box I keep it in.
あ、ダンジョンランブラー2じゃない。
ダンジョンランブラー 2？ もうずっとやってないわね、それ。
でしょ？最後にアルカディアンバトルステーションで遊んだのなんていつだったかしらね。今からやりましょう。
Sure. Go ahead. Not even really here right now. I hear the two of them jumping onto my lounge and settling in. It's been a hell of a long day for me. But it's over. I'm going to be able to stay here with Hiromi and Maiko. I know that it isn't going to get any easier from here. If I want to stay, I'm going to have to do better as a student. I can't afford to just not care about it anymore. But do I really want more study sessions with these two? It's probably going to be one disaster after another. But I don't mind, as long as it's with them. I can feel myself drifting away from the real world. Time for sleep.
ヒロミ私のパワーアップ盗んだでしょ
Michael's thunderous yelling is enough to make me leap off the lounge.
私の足元に落ちたんだもの。どうしてそれがあなたのパワーアップなの？
分けっこするものでしょ普通私が1個パワーアップ取ったらあんたが1個取るっていうもんでしょ
パワーアップはあなたより私と過ごしたいっていうことかもしれないわね。
I feel like this is not really about the power up.
もういいわパワーアップの話は終わり
I already know what Hiromi is alluding to.
そう。じゃあこれから全部パワーアップは私がもらうわね。ボスが来ても私は安心だわ。
じゃあ私もパワーアップ取るあんたのパワーアップじゃなくて私のパワーアップの方が多いんだからね
あら見てワンアップだわ。
今度こそは
ちょっとミエコそれ私のワンアップよ。
きっとワンアップは私と一緒にいたいのね
You two have fun. I barely mumble that as I stumble towards my room, closing the door behind me. I collapse onto my bed. How are those two still going after the tournament? Shouldn't they be exhausted like me? I'm still nowhere on their level after all this time. But I don't mind. I love both of them. I can say that with no shame or hesitation. There's still one thing I need to deal with, though. But that can wait for the morning. For now, I just like to get some sleep. I hope that Maiko doesn't start yelling too loud. There's one last thing that I need to do. My dad would already know the results of the swimming tournament, even though he couldn't be there. Now is the time to finally tell him what I've wanted to say to him. Hiromi and Maiko are still asleep. I'd better not wake them up. As I slowly put in the numbers, I can feel my hands shaking. This is such a huge step for me. I've always been a coward who's avoided conflict. I could freely admit that to myself now. But now, more than ever, I need to actually dive headfirst into conflict. Forget about people's expectations, forget about all the other garbage that people have been laying on me my whole life. It's time for me to start doing things for myself. If I don't, I'm never going to get any fulfillment out of life. Let's just hope that he picks up. Thanks for a minute or two before I hear someone pick up on the other end. Hello? Cade? Hello, Dad. Just thought I'd call you. We really need to talk. Oh, about the tournament? It's more than that. He pauses, clearing his throat before he continues speaking. So you won the tournament. You don't sound particularly happy about it, though. That's right. You're gonna make good on your promise, aren't you? Well, I would like... Oh, man. I still think a private tutor would be... No. He goes silent for a moment. No. What do you mean by no? No, Dad. I don't want a private tutor. Why not? Don't you want to succeed like your dad? You never got it, did you? He's taken aback by that. He's not used to hearing me speak my mind. What do you mean by that? What's gotten into you, Cade? It's not what's gotten into me. It's what's been here the whole time. Did you ever ask me if I wanted to be a great student? Did you ever ask if I actually wanted to be some kind of big shot like you? You mean, you weren't incapable? You just didn't want to? That's exactly what I'm telling you. All of these years, you just decided what I should do with my life. You never asked me what I wanted for myself. Maybe I could have been happy just being average, you know? But why would you want to be just average? Because it would be by my own choice to be average. Dad, I know you've meant well for me over the years. I have not doubted that once. But please listen to me. I don't want to live in your shadow. I want to be me. I want to choose my own path. When you told me that I would have to leave the swimming club inside, do you know how I felt then? You don't. You didn't know how I really felt this whole time. But that's not your fault. I should have said something. So I've lived my entire life in your shadow. People have always compared me to you and your achievements. They never actually thought about what I wanted either. But I don't want to do that anymore. I'm not happy with it. You're not happy with it. So why should this go on? think I can hear a sniffle come from my dad. He's usually not an emotional man, but I think this is getting the better of him. I'm so sorry, Cade. You're right, I never actually asked what it is you wanted to do with your life. Hold on, my baby is stirring. Is he... Oh, hold on. Gonna have to pause for just a moment. Okay, I'm back. Little baby was trying to turn over and he got his blanket caught. And that made him angry.
He raged.
And now he's being fed. So, continuing... fuck me in these burps, god damn. Alright. I just presumed that you'd want to be like me. So what is it you actually want to be? I don't know what I want to be. But I know that whatever it is, I want to choose it for myself. For now, though, what I would like is to stay with the swimming club. With my... can't really call them friends at this point, can I? Dad picks up on it, too. Oh, Cade, are you saying that you... Yeah, both of them. I just know the look on his face right now. But, is that really okay? I mean, yeah, they don't mind. Well, while I normally wouldn't approve of this, and it wouldn't be something I would do myself, you already told me that you want to choose your own path. If that path leads you to disaster, then you will just have to bear those consequences. And well, I can't complain about your success with trying to find a wife. But isn't that going a bit far? I mean, they aren't my wives yet. I don't have to get married to them right away, do I? That's when I noticed both of them leaning in to listen to our conversation. I must have woken them up.
結婚するって思ってるの?
Oh no, I accidentally clicked too hard. Get married? Who's that I can hear? Are they both here? They are, Dad. They both quickly leave the room, leaving me to talk with him alone. You told me before they were just friends. Look what happened there. Your old man can predict a few things, Cade. Tone of our conversation seems a lot like older times. I don't hear that weariness in his voice anymore. Are you sure you're going to be able to handle two, though? That's what I fucking would tell my brother. Guess what? That little sumbitch couldn't. Your mother is more than enough for me. Don't worry, I've been able to keep up so far. You say that now, when you've got the fires of youth burning. That won't last forever, though.
Dad's speaking some truth.
So you're going to end up lagging behind them sooner or later. Then I better enjoy this while I can. Damn right you should. That's why I was so worried when you didn't show interest in anything. I was scared that you were going to end up doing nothing and ultimately leave an unfulfilled life. I thought you needed a nudge in the right direction. That's why I pushed you so hard, Cade. But by doing that, all I achieved was the exact opposite of what I wanted for you. I've been so stupid. If only I saw it sooner. Don't blame yourself, Dad. The only way you could have known is if I said something about it. I was scared that you wouldn't have cared either way even if I told you the truth. Don't ever think like that again. I care about you more than anything else in this world. I guess even though we spent our whole lives with each other, we still don't really know what the other thinks. He laughs to himself a little bit. I'm still as much of a presumptuous fool as I've always been. Well, now that we really know what we both think, perhaps it's time to make a fresh start. Knowing him, he's nodding to himself right now, one hand on his chin like always. Sounds great to me. I want you to know, son, I'm proud of you. Always have been, always will be. You took a stand for what you actually believed in, instead of just pretending that you agreed with me. It takes guts to choose your own way. You're far more mature than I would have ever guessed. I can't help but laugh. Having angst like this can't be mature, right? Don't worry about it. We're moving past that now, so don't ever think about it again. Anyway, I really need to go. Before I do, though, I want you to know, I love you, Cade. Don't ever forget that, okay? Not a single day goes by where I'm not thinking about my son. I love you too, Dad. I don't want you to think that I've hated you over all these years. I know you only wanted the best for me. I'm glad you understand, Cade. And I'm really glad my only son doesn't hate me. I'll see you soon. I think we really need to catch up. I like that. You should bring your two friends as well. I will. Goodbye, Cade. Goodbye, Dad. As he hangs up, I can't stop myself from smiling. It's finally over. I'm safe. I get to stay in this town. More importantly, the swimming club. Hirumi and Maiko quickly return.
聞いた感じ、うまくいったみたいね。
もう全部大丈夫なの？
They are. He finally knows what I really think.
言ったじゃない。大丈夫だって。おめでとう。
Hirumi immediately tackles me with a hug.
ひろみ、楓を独り占めしないでよ。
Maiko fiercely wraps herself around me too. So tell her that I swear she's going to strangle me to death.
もうちょっときつく？わかったわ。
No, he doesn't want you to hug him tighter. No, not tighter!
みえこ、楓が窒息しちゃうわよ。加減ってものを知らないんだから、まったく。楓は優しいタッチが好きなのよ。ゴリラみたいなバカ力じゃなくてね。
あんたが優しさの何を知ってるのよ。
Oh my god, guys, I'm 45 minutes into this episode. Can it, like, not go this way again?
少なくともあなたよりは分かってるつもりよ。
Even though I'm in the middle of the strangest tug of war ever, I still can't stop myself from smiling. They both let go eventually.
ところで、楓。
Yeah?
あんたのお父さんは私たちが、あんたと結婚するって思ってるの？
He always says stuff like that. Don't worry about it.
気にするわよ。両方と付き合うっていうのはいいとしても、結婚って。
Blood rushes to her face. It's so red that the surface of Mars looks pale in comparison. I'm worried that she's going to faint.
こんなの生きてきた中で一番恥ずかしい考えよ。
She stops as she looks over at Hirumi, who has an expression of pure bliss on her face.
私と
Again,
楓が
that looks more like constipation.
結婚
She practically melts at the thought.
楽しみすぎるわ。きっと最高ね。私誰よりも彼を幸せにしてみせるわ。
ちょっと、あんただけが楓と結婚するなんて思うんじゃないわよ。半分は私のものなんだからね。渡さないわよ。
Okay, that is so creepy. Can you put it any other way than half yours? I didn't know that I belonged to you both. They're not listening, though. As they continue to bicker, all I can do is laugh to myself. Life's never going to be the same now that these two are here. I have no idea where they'll lead me. But at the same time, I don't mind. As long as it's with them. Is that it? Nope. Still not it. Holy shit. Things have been so much better now. I finally proved my talent to my dad. The months went by, my studies went fine, I passed my exams with ease. What's even better is that I'm getting closer to these two every day. Maiko's moving on from her past a little bit more each day. And I've heard that Hiromi's mother is recovering from surgery. Yay! Yay! Good! Mommy didn't die. It looks like she's getting better every day. Good! All these months ago, I did not believe what the tarot deck had said about my future. I flipped the last two cards off the top to see what was waiting for me. The Star and Judgment. Hope and finding one's calling in life. It's kind of spooky in retrospect, but that doesn't matter. It's hard to believe it's now Christmas. These two insisted that I had to do something for Christmas this year. They ended up decorating my apartment with lights and a Christmas tree. On top of that, these two have been plotting something again. Whatever it is, it's been making Maiko blush even— oh my fucking god. Come on. Stop. Stop giving me this anxiety, okay? I do not have any editing software, okay? If this is going to be smexy, and that way, I will literally have to not show this entire episode until I do, and that could be a long time, so please don't do this to me. It reminds me of what happened at the cultural festival. They'll be here any minute, so that they'd come early in the morning. Speak of the devil, I can hear them banging on the door now.
楓、来たわよ。目を閉じてドアを開けてちょうだい。
You know what? You know what, guys? Fuck it, I guess. I might as well make it or break it, right?
私がいいって言うまで目は。
ねえ、
Oh,
本当
please
に
just be in sexy Santa outfits, because I remember seeing one screenshot And that is definitely not something I can show.
ええ、やるのよ。もう着替えてあるじゃない。
Oh, please just be sexy
私の
Santas.
時間と努力を無駄にしようなんて
Please just be
思
sexy
わないで
Santas.
ちょうだいね。
Please just be sexy Santas. Well, let's see this surprise. I open the door for them. They bumble through and close it behind them. I hear quite a deal of rustling near the Christmas tree.
準備できたわ。
この格好
Oh no.
すっごく寒いんだけど。
Okay, guys. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? So cold.
何か着ちゃ
Guys, okay, yeah. So if that's the screenshot I'm thinking of, guess what I'm gonna do? All right, this is it. This is done. If you see the rest of it, then cool. It was fantastic. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pause, and if it is something so naughty, I will explain it. Otherwise, okay, all right.
サ
Spoil
プライズの
surprise.
中身がバレち
Okay,
ゃう
you
じ
know
ゃ
what?
ない。
Pausing now. So if you are resumed on it, then that means it's not so bad. But otherwise, no. All right. So see you in a second. Okay, guys, this was it. Whew. Finally hear me standing right in front of me. She's wearing a Christmas outfit, complete with a cap on her head. It's not quite like any other outfit I've seen, though, except a little more than a few strips of fur covering her chest and a mini skirt. And I mean mini, smaller than any other I've seen in my life. Despite the belt, it hangs very loosely on her hips, dangerously close to slipping off at any moment. Candy cane sticks out of her mouth, shifting from side to side. Every now and then her tongue sticks out and wraps itself around the candy cane, licking it up and down.
ねえ、楓。今年はいい子にしていたかしら。そうじゃないなら気をつけなさい。悪い子にはサンタさんがお仕置きよ。
Oh man, now I'm the one blushing. What's up, buddy? My son is now pushing against the table.
He wants to see the titties.
Morgan, our son, is 11 months old. You want to say hi? He thinks it's a phone, so he's not going to speak. Plus, he can't see the computer, so don't worry, all those other people. Yeah? Want to see it? Oh, it's because of the light, huh? You like the light on the mic? Yeah? Oh, he's trying to steal it. You can't steal it. You can't steal it. You can't steal my mic.
Come here, silly.
Okay. Yeah, I'm totally leaving that in. That was adorable. But doesn't he just give them a lump of coal?
私は全く違うお仕置きをあげるつもりよ。
Jesus Christ. And what do I get if I've been nice?
そうね。それは想像にお任せするわ。
I still want to be able to air this. Shinzo were looking me dead in the eye.
あら、いい子にしてたみたいね。
How could you tell that just by looking me in the eye?
それは魔法よ。楓、サンタクロースは魔法が使えるの。
She winks at me as she says that.
今年はいい子にしていたみたいだから、特別なプレゼントを用意してあるわ。
Guys, occurs to me that I've been paying too much attention to hear me that I don't know where Maiko is. And I'm about to look around and hear me steps in front of me.
ちょっと、
You know, peeking at your
プレゼ
present?
ントを覗き見ちゃダメ
Guys,
よ
I'm。pausing it. I'm pausing it and moving along. Okay, guys, this was it. It's not so bad. Oh my god. Rather than gigantic pink ribbons, a completely red Hirumi looks back at me. In fact, she's wearing nothing else at all. The ribbons are all so carefully placed, too. If they slipped, this is bold, even for for the standards of these two, she'd be unable to handle me looking at her. This is so embarrassing for me.
気に入ったって言いなさいよね、楓。
Oh, trust me. If he doesn't, his consciousness does. Look further and further down, notice that there's only a single ribbon hiding something. I stop myself from looking before I get there. I'm left speechless at this gift.
それでプレゼントのリボンは
What?
ほどかないの？
Oh my god. God, this is such a fucking anxiety trip. What did you just say?
だからリボンを引っ張ったらプレゼントは開くわよ。
But it's not Christmas Day yet. I can't wrap my present until then.
そう簡単に逃げられないわよ。
You
あんたは
get to wrap the present right here,
プレ
right
ゼントを
now.
開けなきゃいけないの。ここで
I don't know which one of us is going to faint first. The blood rushing to my head is making me dizzy. I can't do this. I can't do this. There's no way that I'm going to be able to touch those ribbons.
ね
I screamed a little bit in anticipation.
いいのよ。あんたになら。
Hirobi looks at me expectantly.
さあどうぞ楓。いい子にしていたご褒美なんだから。プレゼントをほどくのよ。
Do I have to pause again to see if it goes to a new picture? Son of a bitch. There's no way for me to get out of this. I slithers towards the ribbon. Pausing for just a moment. Never mind, coming back. He grabbed a titty. The next moment we just stare at each other. The storm is coming. Her yell is enough to make me let go immediately.
この変態
Bitch! You can't call him a pervert! You're the one under his Christmas tree dressed in nothing but ribbons, like some skanky-ass stripper mummy!
ゲダモノマニアック絶対許さないから
She stands up, but the way she moves, the ribbons begin to unwrap themselves.
やだ結び方が緩すぎたんだわ
As the ribbons cover her modest... Oh, I feel my face burning. It's too much. I can't handle this. Oh, I was about to hit pause because it's changed. Whew! Oh my god damn. Oh, I know I didn't buy that version, but part of me was so afraid that I might have accidentally done it. After that incident was over, they quickly got dressed in normal clothes.
そうだわ。
Even their school
これを
uniforms.
言いたかったのよ。
Just want to tell you,
楓
Kate.
メリークリスマス。
Aw.
メリークリスマス楓
Did you want to say Merry Christmas to Cade too? Did you? Yes, no, maybe?
I can't keep him away from it. He wants the boobs.
No, he doesn't. It's not the boobs, although I will be 100% understanding if that's what it is. He wants my mic because it's a big ball. Don't you laugh at it. It's good sized. Merry Christmas here to me, Maiko. Okay, fine. Come here. Come here. Oh. You can join me. That and my mouse glows different colors. And I really do mean it. I take a moment to reflect to myself all that's happened this year. My life really has changed. Yeah? I've changed too. No, please don't touch. First came to this town, I thought it would be just more of the same. How wrong could I have been? Oh, no, he's touching the mic. There's plenty of good things coming my way. Morgan, please. He threw the mic. He threw the mic. Morgan, we're white. We can't say yeet on camera.
Watch me, bitch.
And could face it all with a smile.
さてと、まだ丸一日残ってるわよ。
There's still a whole day, motherfuckers!
外に出かけて何かしましょう。
Can y'all do it after the game's over?
そうねそうしましょ
Both of them are already out the door.
楓、早くいらっしゃい。
う急がないと置いてっちゃうからね今日はいい天気なんだから無駄にするんじゃないわよ
Yeah, she's right. It's a beautiful day.
Really?
Is that it? That's it!
Yay!
Holy shit. So that was...
Journey to Tittyland is concluded.
Oh yeah. That was a trip. Okay, so that was Sakura Swim Club. I actually liked the storyline. Okay, let's face it, I'm a dude. I did not mind one bit the etchiness of it all. But
Service.
I did absolutely like the storyline. It was actually really cool. I actually teared up a little bit because there were some relatable things that I've gone through with my life that, like with Hiromi, when it came to her mother having breast cancer. My grandfather had colon cancer, and he didn't survive. If I remember correctly, it started off as one type of cancer, and then it spread to, I believe, his stomach. So I think he started with colon cancer, and it spread to his stomach, or it was the other way around. I don't quite remember. It was a long time ago, and it was it was rough. But as a kid, you know, you just hear it, but you don't know exactly how bad it is until you see them, you know, in the hospital. So that part really got me. And when it came to that last interaction between Cade and his father, on how he said that he's glad that, you know, his only son didn't hate him and everything else, and that kind of hit me because I'm separated from my oldest son. The son that you guys heard in the background is my my youngest. He's my second child, and so that kind of got me. That kind of got me in the feels a little bit too. That whole interaction, and this story was just really cool. I mean, it had a lot of good, positive things to discuss. Oh, what's he? Oh, my son's angry. And this was actually a really good game. And I'm actually I like this one so much that I actually got a few other games in the Sakura series. Because I found out that there was more than just this one. And they're all very much the same type. They are very ecchi. And I look forward to playing them because, honestly, I hate saying this because it's so, like, unbelievable when a guy says this, but I am definitely playing these for the plot because they're actually really good, really well thought out. They have an amazing story, and I can't wait to play more. So that is the end of Sakura Swim Club. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the IDEX series. Later!